Alright, what's going on everybody? Welcome back to another video here on the channel, and today we're going to be talking about what I can only describe as YouTube's newest massive trend, man. Now this is content that is getting ludicrous amounts of views, and I've been seeing a lot of people talking about this on social media over the last few days, and there's a lot of very split reactions to this entire thing. And so I didn't really obviously know about this going into all of this. Like, I started seeing people slowly post about it, like, hey, what exactly is this? You know, look at this weird stuff that kids are watching on YouTube and whatnot. And usually when you hear a phrase like that, it's like Spider-Man and Elsa doing like narcotics in the bathroom, or like Spider-Man killing people, like just crazy things, right? That like kids honestly probably shouldn't be seeing, right? But this is one of those YouTube trends that honestly, it's confused a lot of people on why it's popular. A lot of people, they see this and it just kind of blows their mind because, like, why is this even popular? Why are people watching this? Well, you may or may not have already seen these videos going around on social media. It's called the Skibidi toilet, okay? Now, I know that immediately probably rings some alarm bells in some of your heads, like, dude, what exactly are we talking about here today? But obviously, these kinds of trends come up on social media every once in a while where some new, like, meme or something catchy kind of comes along. And like I said, this has led to, like, some very split reactions, right? A lot of older people especially, and by older people I mean people who are like over the age of 15, are seeing this and it's like it's just blowing our brains up, bro. Like, I remember the first time I saw this, man, and I was just like, what the hell is going on here, right? But I kind of just want to talk about this entire trend because it's honestly one of the most insane blow up trends I've ever seen on YouTube. Like, there's people uploading these Skibidi toilet videos and they're getting tens of millions of views. For instance, one channel known as Da Fuck Boom is posting these Skibidi toilet videos pretty much like every, I don't know, couple of days. And as you can see, they're getting literally tens of millions of views. Some of these videos within like 2 weeks have gotten upwards of 40 million views, which obviously is just absolutely absurd amounts of views. Like, that is an insane level of views to get. Not even just like over a period of years, right? Like some artists and shit like Eminem and whatnot, they can get those kinds of views on their videos, like music videos and whatnot. This guy is getting these types of views off of like meme content that he's uploading every couple of days. So this channel has amassed almost 20 million subscribers doing this kind of content, and people are just completely stunned. Now, I figure that a lot of the younger people who are going to be watching this video probably have already heard about it and understand this, but I kind of just wanted to delve into this entire thing. So let's go ahead and take a look at, I'll just throw up his most recent Skibidi toilet video here for you to take a look at. Now, obviously, that's pretty confusing, just kind of seeing that one-off video or whatever, but it's actually something that I can't really bring myself to hate on, right? Because, like, there's a lot of people who have seen this and they don't really comprehend what exactly is going on, and their first instinct or whatever has been to just, like, clown it or whatever. And, like, you can find it not funny or stupid or whatever, but I've noticed a lot of people online are like, I don't know, trying to pretend that they don't understand why this is going viral and like why people, especially children, are like watching this kind of content. And I don't really get the confusion on that one because, like, I don't know, I grew up with YouTube, right? And I'm just gonna come out, like, before we even get any further in the video and say, right, this is pretty on par for the type of content that's been uploaded to YouTube over the years, man. Like, there's people that were on Twitter saying things like, oh man, the fact that these kids are watching these Skibidi toilet videos, this is why these kids are all messed up, yada yada yada. These videos are fucking stupid. They're just stimulation for the sake of stimulation, things like that, right? I kind of thought that at first too, right? Like when I just saw 1 or 2 clips of it online. And I think that's where the disconnect kind of comes in, right? Because like a lot of these kids that are watching this content, right? They've seen maybe even dozens of these videos. Like, this guy's on Skibidi Toilet 48 as of 2 days ago. And of course, other channels are now kind of picking up steam, trying to, you know, get big off this idea too. So like, to the people who've been watching this stuff, like, they kind of understand it. But like I said, if you see, like how I did, you see 1 or 2 clips on Twitter, right? It brings up a lot of questions. But realistically, frankly, man, this stuff is not that far away from like the stuff I grew up watching, bro. So for instance, man, when I was growing up, right, when I was using YouTube back in elementary school and whatnot, we had shit like YouTube poops and whatnot, bro. Like that was the kind of stuff I was watching. And that's what I don't get about like this whole argument of like, oh, this shit is ruining your kid's brain and whatnot, right? Like, yeah, I get it's not necessarily high educational content or whatever, right? But let's not sit here and pretend like when we were all kids, we weren't sitting around watching fucking SpongeBob call people fucking bingus and shit like that, right? Like, had fucking SpongeBob calling people whores, had Lincoln Zelda out here doing drugs, right? Like, YouTube poops were absolutely wild, man. There's some genuine classics in the YouTube poop category, right? So I grew up watching stupid shit on YouTube too. And I gotta say, compared to a lot of the shit I watched growing up, a lot of the YouTube content I consumed growing up, this is pretty fucking tame. Like, this is pretty par the course, man. This is like generic internet content. Let's just call it what it is. And that's not an insult to the people making this, because it's very clearly something that takes talent to do. Like, these people are, from what I understand, animating this shit themselves. So, like, I don't know, man. I don't really want to sit around and shit on this kind of content, because at the end of the day, right, like, these are people who are, like, animating these themselves. And obviously, right, like, it's also played off a lot of, like, the same internet shit we grew up with. Like, I remember growing up watching Gmod videos. I remember growing up seeing Half-Life 2 characters and stuff like that. And a lot of that same shit is exactly what this whole Skibidi toilet video trend is based off of and using. I mean, this kind of content is really not any different from what I grew up watching. I'm gonna be real with you, man. Like, if this Skibidi toilet shit was around when I was like 8 or 9 years old on YouTube, man, I would be also watching this. Now, people, of course, are wondering, well, what about it exactly makes it go so viral, right? Like, what about these in particular are making them just explode? Because, like I said, this guy's got 19 million subscribers on 200 videos, and he's getting tens of millions of views on upload, right? Like, that's insane numbers. That's generational YouTube numbers. Like, bro is out here putting up actual Wilt Chamberlain, Kobe Bryant numbers on YouTube videos, right? So I've kind of noticed a few things in particular about these videos that I think really helps them go viral. The first thing that I've noticed is the length of the video, right? So for instance, like, my videos on average are like, what, 10 to 14 minutes long? Well, these videos like very routinely clock in under like 2 minutes, right? And for the vast majority of them, it's not even a minute or a minute and a half that they're that long, right? It's mostly like anywhere from 25 to maybe a minute long, right? Not really a whole lot of time. So like, these videos can be consumed extremely rapidly. It's like the same thing with TikTok, right? The reason why TikTok is so successful is because it's all short form content, and you can watch 600 TikToks in one sitting if you want to, right? So these people watching this content don't have to invest a shit ton of time in the video. They just kind of, you know, watch it for 30 seconds and it's done. Another thing I noticed is like the cult classic kind of animation. Like I said, it's got the, you know, the Gmod, the Half-Life 2 kind of vibe going on. A lot of the same kind of animation style / models and things that like we grew up with in our favorite games and in animations and, you know, machinimas and whatnot when we were growing up, right? So pretty recognizable kind of stuff, right? It's not like this is all just some random bullshit. And also another reason is simply because, let's be real, this whole thing is just catchy as shit. I mean, the song that plays throughout all of these is like mentally infectious. And I hate to say it, man, but I was cooking soup over the stove the other day, and I kind of caught myself subconsciously sitting there fucking skibbity button, yes, yeah, you know, like I was singing along to this shit, and I didn't even watch that much of it, bro. Like, it's just catchy, it's short form content, and it's super recognizable. It's like the perfect storm for viral content, and that's what's helping push it so far. Now, there's, you know, a lot of people who enjoy this kind of content. They think it's cool, and, you know, yeah, maybe they are younger and whatnot, but I'm gonna be completely real with you, and you don't have to agree with me, but let's be real here. Like I said earlier in the video, we've seen a lot of content come along for kids on YouTube, right? Primarily for kids, because, I mean, you can be an adult and enjoy this too, but it's definitely aimed more at children. But we've seen a lot of the kids' content on YouTube, and like I said, there's some legitimate degenerate shit that gets uploaded and promoted to children on this platform. I have younger relatives, and I've seen some of the shit that they watch on YouTube, and it makes me just cringe, man. Like, one time my little cousin, like, I walked over and she was like on her little tablet or whatever, and I'm like, okay, what the fuck is she up to, right? I take a look and she's like watching SpongeBob in like Iranian, and there's like a fucking Iranian flag on the video. video, and like, they have like guns and shit. It's just insane shit like that, bro. And fucking Spider-Man out here trying to kill people, you know, Else out here doing cocaine off of fucking whoever, you know, like, I don't know, man. Just like, there's some very horrible, depraved, disgusting shit, truth be told, that gets uploaded and promoted to kids on this platform. And when you compare that kind of content to goofy, skibidi toilet, stupid video, like, which would you really rather your kid be sitting there watching? Now, for me, I'm gonna be real. I'd want my kid watching something educational or like something that stimulates them a little bit mentally, but truth be told, kids like funny shit, dude. Kids like to, you know, watch funny videos or like goofy shit like this. I mean, it's not really some sort of like secret or some sort of like mind-blowing revelation, but it's just wild how much this whole skibidi toilet thing has actually taken off over the last like couple weeks, cause I cannot recall even hearing about this shit even like a month ago, bro. Like beginning of June, if you'd have been like, hey, yo, bro, you seen the skibidi toilet videos on YouTube? I'd be like, nah, bro, what the fuck are you talking about? But now, bro, like, it's just become so huge and it's blown up so much and it's getting all this attention that, like, it's damn near impossible to ignore, right? Like, just seeing this entire blow up, I mean, it's almost like this skibidi toilet trend has genuinely broken YouTube. Like I said, bro, it isn't normal for anyone to be able to get tens of millions of views in a matter of days. I mean, unless you're like Mr. Beast, who at this point is widely considered one of the greatest, if not the outright greatest YouTuber of all time. Like, yeah, he can get these view counts, you know what I mean? He knows how to break the algorithm or whatever like this, but the way this has just kind of come along and like just blown up, it's just crazy, man. And it just, I don't know, I don't really understand the like concept of people pretending they don't get it, right? Like why this is blowing up. I can understand like if you don't know much about social media, you've never seen something like this, but like a lot of us have grown up with this kind of stuff online. Like we've seen insane shit. I mean, even when I was like 14 or 15, bro, I was watching like MLG quick scoper edits, like the pyrocynical MLG edits and shit like that, bro. Like stupid content like this has always been a part of YouTube. Like goofy, silly content like this, it's not going away. If anything, it's gonna just continue to evolve, and this is just the latest rendition of it. But I just wanted to hop on here and talk about it real quick in a video because it's just crazy to see this whole thing happening. But with that being said, thank you guys for watching. If you did enjoy, make sure to leave a like, subscribe if you're brand new around here on the channel, follow me over on Twitter and Twitch at @SubToOptimus. Make sure to check out Shoptimus down below. Thank you to my Watch Optimus subscribers. Your support helps the channel tremendously. And until my next video, guys, this is Optimus, while talking about the skibidi toilet trend and signing out.